menggunakan pembayaran tagihan itu buat bayar apa kata dia? Kan yang bilang ya apa gitu? Oh
beli. Udah pembayaran terakhir aja apa gitu Neng.
Iya,
Nggak usah yang
kan merchant ya.
Nggak usah yang nggak jadi.
Iya, itu kan ini yang
Udah.
ditanya pembayaran terakhir, tagihan terakhir kan belinya di Alfagif ya. Kirain yang Alfagif ya, ternyata tapi kan yang bayarnya emang dari beli maksudnya.
Terus?
Oh iya baru ngeh nih. Oh iya dari beli. Lah iyalah. Jadi maksudnya kirain kan itu ya. Belanjanya kan dari itu di Alfagif itu pembayar apa yang terakhir itu bayarnya dari dana. Ini dari dana. Dari merchant apa ya Alfagif? Pilihannya cuma dari KFC sama Bli.
A real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
Sini.
Just joining us, we are already on the way. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age.
Kenapa nganterin?
I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think their words he was speaking with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Kutchu.
That's an excellent interception.
Rijkaard. They're back on the ball again. And it's Bellingham.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can hurt with their backs to goal. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he picked out the run.
Makanya kan waktu itu yang mau nyobain.
Neither team has yet managed to close any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Nah kan kan minggu kemarin
He's
kan
found a way through.
Nah pikirannya kan dapat lagi kan maksimal 4 kali ya. Kirainnya bisa langsung. Kali itu juga tapi kayaknya harus beda hari. Pas besok
There's green grass ahead of him. Oh, that was nice. Not quite the end product required. Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level. Rummenigge. Now, can they get him away? It's Hazard! Goal! Feyenoord! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Feyenoord have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
He needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Half an hour played now. And it's Hazard. Bale receives it in a good position here. And that's been won straight back. Timber. Costa Curta clears it away. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And
It cuts out the supply. Timber. Kukchu. It's Bellingham. Dink through. And that has been cleared. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it. Defending of the desperate variety. Spread it left. And it's Bellingham. And now they can spring out of defence. He's had it nicked away. Xavi. Nicely aimed pass. And that'll be the final action of the first half. No shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
That's the start of another 45 minutes.
Inter can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Kukchu. Timber. Great vision. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement. He's gone for goal! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Bellingham cuts it out. Timber. And he's being shifted off it. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And that pass just didn't quite work. And the shots! No mistake! Inter are back in business. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Inter Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Van Dijk. Adams. Inter Milan finding their passes. Now it's Raul. And that is expertly dealt with.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Raul. Passes short and sharp. He's tried one!
Inter really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Oh no, what has happened here? Now it's Dembele. And here's Kukchu. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Cleared without complication. Lovely pass, but can he get there? This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
No, it's not getting there.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Van Dijk getting this one clear.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Nicely weighted ball. Look at the space here. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose. And that is as far as it goes. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square.
Coba. Bentar doang nih.
Nah, hari Minggu kan pagi pertama. Jam berapa? Istirahat.
Itu tergantung
Si
lagi.
kakak soalnya dia kan hari ini besok masih masuk.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly...
Itu kalau itu jadi istirahat jam 2.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
Iya.
So it's down to business here.
I think this is a formation that offers excellent balance, Peter.
Particularly tried and tested in the Italian game, of course.
Yeah, and exported with great success too, because it allows half of the team to commit to either attack or defence. The three at the back and the double pivot, as well as the three attackers and two wide men. Teams often switch between this and 4-3-3 by dropping one of their pivots into the defensive line. It's very adaptable.
Bill! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he's there to get it away. Looking here to chip it through. There's the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Rijkaard making another milestone appearance here. It is game number 4-0-0, Jim Beglin.
Yeah, his achievements are incredible. He made a commitment to this team and he has honoured it by giving his all, week in and week out. A proper stalwart.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And it's Messi. Nicely weighted ball. Shot could be on. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. Xhaka plays it short. That's really well cleared. you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Can he latch on to this? Bale receives it in a wide position. Bellingham! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Ruben Neves. Kukçu. And here's Bale. Timber. Now Van Dijk. Played back into the centre. Now, can they get him away? Adams. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Bale. He's having a shot! Got to be quick to recover this. Stood up well to him there. And the finish! Goal! Inter! That was a given. It always was.
It's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Inter Milan are in front now. The game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Back into the middle. Pass is just off target.
Kamu Neng.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Granit Xhaka.
Neng yang darah tingginya ngadepin CS.
There's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Inter Milan having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we are back on the way.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Rijkaard. Now it's Bellingham. In the corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Cleared away. Kukçu. And he's there to clear it. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Just about up to the hour now. Sergio, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
And he's picked out the run. He is through here. Chance for a shot! And that would have been some goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Costa Curta cuts it out. Rijkaard. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. It's Bale! It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one. And
it's a mighty effort! Oh, and that should have been two.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous. And he's kept his team in it.
Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. And this is Bale. And this is Bale. Threads one in. And the shot! Oh, taken with style. And surely that does it. Perfect time. decisive strike.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion.
Big chance! That is decidedly lacking.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Hints one through. That is good alertness. And the referee brings it to a close. Inter Milan can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side. Certainly more results driven as they went about it. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Inter!
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running. Sergio, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box.
Shapes to shoot! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So, a breakthrough already. Searching passes played there. Bell! It's bounced back off the post.
Ya? Apa?
Yamal. Now that looks a decent ball. And that is expertly dealt with. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And that is out of play. He's on it, can he get away? It's a good foot in there. It's a really well measured ball. Bellingham. And it's Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. And the ball's come loose here. And he's had it nicked away. Lewandowski is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It's out for a goal kick. Throw in. Van de Ven. Vardiol. for Rice. Out to the right. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Yamal looking to get on the end of this. Bullish header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Bellingham. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Bale. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Tries to play it through. Kirkchu. Look at the space. It's goal! 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Half-time getting close now. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bale looks to get on the end of this. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. No luck with that dink over the top. Brahim Diaz.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Good chance here. In he goes again. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping. And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
On the whole, the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Inter Milan go in at half-time with a slender 1-goal lead. And the game has already resumed here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. He's come in hard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Kokchu, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Van de Ven. Team still separated by the game's only goal.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just what... Bale! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Brahim Diaz going full steam ahead down the left flank. Rice, that's a cute ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game.
And the shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, you'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Kopi apa? Kopi mie?
Ajis ya?
Ajis.
Di apa? Ulos kan ada sebutnya.
lagi set itu nih. Hah? Hah? Yang ngikutin sepeda Naura bukan? Itu depannya gimana?
Substitution for Como. Number 9.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Looking for the run. Well timed, excellent interception. Spread it left. Vitinha. Nicely aimed pass. Half an hour gone in the second half. Great vision, and he's picked it up out wide. Real chance! Brilliant by Vitinha! He's got himself an absolute peach. Do not write them off. Back they come. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Tries a deft little ball. He's in a great position here. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
No, that's been intercepted.
Vadio. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Can he get on the end of this? Loose ball. Bebeto! Raul. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive, or determination. No complaints.
Berarti bilangnya 3.
Ya enggak lah, udah tiga. Oh
Iya,
iya.
3. Itu beli di tukang itu cuma 10.000. Beli di tukang apa?
Tinggal kita iniin aja ya.
Bumbunya sah.
Iya kayak ini semalam ya.
Nah,
Mirip
ini.
banget.
Nah, iya tinggal ngasih apa?
Bumbu sama saus.
Bumbu. Gimana sih? Itu apa namanya?
Ya ini kerang mix.
Enggak, maksudnya masakannya apa? Saus
Padang.
Saus Padang. Ya iya sih, tinggal dimasak saus Padang. Kalau tinggal dimasak saus Padang nih. Kasih jagung. Udah.
Iya. Mbak.
Kalau masaknya mah masak bumbunya dulu, ntar itu dituangin bumbunya supaya masak dulu nih, bumbunya banyak misalnya, ntar dituang, ntar dikulek-kolek, bumbunya dimasak dulu nih, dituang-tuang dulu apa
Tahu itu.
tinggal ntar ceblusin udah dikolek-kolek. Hah? Siapa?
Hahu aja ih. Ampun ayo.
Kamu mau beli? Kamu mau beli nih? Beli itunya aja.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours, vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect
Terrific! It's bounced back off the post. And that has been clubbed away. Now there's a fight. Goal! Oh, that is really good tenacity.
size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Tuh di bawah kamu tuh. Tuh di bawah kamu.
And they can't read. And now they can spring out of defence. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Quarter of an hour played. He's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Inter Milan have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. And this is Bale. Timber. And he was alert to it. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Adams gets over and intercepts. Now he's off and running. Van Dijk. Rijkaard. Raoul. Half an hour played now. And here's Bale. Kirkju. That's a delicate pass. And he's taking no chances there. Messi. Costa Curta. Oh, this looks sharp. Excellent challenge there. Uncompromising.
That's going in strongly.
Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. It's their second corner of the game. Oh, smashing header! Cleared away. That pass isn't the best. Just to go back, out towards the flank. There's a shot. Great chance! Superb goal!
For such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Inter Milan, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Substitutions taking place.
And the second half gets underway. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Now it's Bale. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he's taking no chances there. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pobega. Can he get it through? Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, what has happened here?
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
That's an imaginative pass. The most accurate pass. Adams. Raul. Into Milan, leading them, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first. It's Bale!
He's done very well to get to that. I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Looking for options for movement. Shoots!
He should have put that one away.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
And here's Bale. And it's Kukcu.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions. Inter surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Just 5 minutes left. And here's Bale. Bale! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Bellingham. Always onto this. Takes a shot! Oh, taken with style. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Wonderfully smooth, smart, and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. How about the weight of that pass?
And time is up. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally...
Panas kayaknya. Oke.
Masih masuk ini kakak. Hah?
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite today, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started.
Any attack containing Raul is a frightening sight for any defence.
His record's a frightening sight.
Well, when you think about it, most of his ilk will put themselves before the team. But Raul is different and has a greater appreciation for all that and likely to put others in before himself.
Oh no, what has happened here? Great vision. Van Dijk.
Nah.
Raul. Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing. Out towards the flank. That's been cut out. Well played. Pedri. Can he get on the end of this? Rijkaard. And it's Bellingham. Raul.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Van Dijk. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Roberto Carlos made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully.
Saliba.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Livakovic claims comfortably. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Bale. Raul. Now it's Mbappe. And he's been shifted off it. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Knocks it out wide. Raul. He won't be happy with that one. Looking for options for movement. Rijkaard. It's Bellingham. And here's Bale. Distributed tidily. Played back in. And that pass shoots! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
See, views on the first half? Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Inter are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Rice. And it's Cannavaro. It's Belletti. Pass is just off target. Bellingham. Costa Curta. Nice looking ball. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Roberto Carlos. Referee's given a throw. Roberto Carlos. Oh, super find. That's the keeper's ball. Bellingham. It's a searching pass. Kick through. Real chance! And that is wildly off target. Oh, red. Nice interception. Mbappe. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Nicely shaped ball. And he's intervened well there. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Barcelona with the corner. There first. And he can clear it away. Shot, surely! Second win style. Finally the breakthrough.
But before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Some resolute defending there. And this is Bale.
Inter really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And here's Bale. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Yamal. That's a throw. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Cannavaro. Oh, what a mistake! Shapes to shoot!
Ampun,
Roberto Carlos is there to clear. Shot could be on. It's Bale! Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort.
Goblok.
boys. It's just about reaching a crescendo here as sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. The game itself. So it's away we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I think it'll be interesting, Peter, to see what challenge the opposition now bring to Arago. I really rate him because he can cope with pace, he can cope with dribbling wingers, and he's a very valuable asset. And he's become a real focus in that defence.
And the shots! In for the pieces! I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And here's Bale.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. Raul. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Bale. Raul. Raul! And now they can clear their lines. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. And it's Baggio. Nicely spread. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Bale. And that was very necessary. Back in possession and ready to go again. Approaching the half-hour mark. Oh, good take in a good area. Real chance! We've got to be quick to recover this. And he's there to belt it away. It's a pretty loose pass. Roberto Baggio. Melbourne City trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easy...
Shakes to shoot! Sticks it away! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Simplicity itself.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter. And an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
That's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Raul. Roberto Baggio quietly revving up. Kupchu. Bale. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
There will be one
It's
minute.
a lovely, neat pass. Raul. And we hit half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And the action is back underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Bellingham. Kupchu tries to pass it through. It's Bale! That is special! Gareth Bale! He's got himself an absolute peach. The second half off to a spectacular start. And wow, he has given That a right old hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Played back. And it's Baggio. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Bale. Oh, it's a great ball here. Goes for a shot! Conte!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there. Conte really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Timber. Now Van Dijk. Up towards the front line. Rijkaard getting this one clear. He's in a great position here. Now this could be a chance.
Inter really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Bale. Nice looking ball. Dunk attempts a clearance.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Big chance! Oh, that could cost them.
And that's really unlucky because he didn't do an awful lot wrong then. It's a let-off for that defence.
Just eases him off the ball. Inter Milan are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
No way through. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things.
Inter really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Now it's Torres. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Oh, well played. And time is up. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margin.
Ya.